Good evening, everybody. This is John Marola from Keeping It Real Section 5 Football. And as you can tell, the day is here. We're up at Rush Henrietta High School. It's Media Day. And before we get into anything, I have to, first of all, say thank you to the guys from Glory to Glory, Antoine, Hyman, and EJ Daniels. They're the guys that put this all together. And this is the first annual Media Day where we're bringing in the kids that were on the All Greater Rochester team last year and some of their coaches, and talk about the upcoming season. From when this is being taped, it's only 72 hours from now. The kids will be officially at practice. So we're right down at where we should be. First of all, on my far right, let me introduce my co-partners. First, on my far right, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from East High School, Coach Paul Brigandy. Coach.
Well, thank you, John. And this is an exciting day. Has a lot of exposure, media day for Section 5 athletes and some coaches.
Yes. And our guy in the middle, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach, one of the icons of Section 5 football, Coach Mike Monticelli. Coach, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you. I wish they had this in 1967.
I was 4 years old.
Maybe I wouldn't have been invited anyways, but it's still, this is a great day for kids.
Yes. It's really, like I said, if this is which it is, it's about the kids. This is phenomenal. This is going to be just a fantastic day.
We're going to have some of the returning All Greater Rochester athletes that will be here today, some of the coaches.
Yes.
In Section 5.
So this is like our little introduction. Like I said, football will officially be 72 hours from now. Kids will be, basically most of them will be out at practice. So it is here. The 2026 season of Rochester high school football is definitely about to start up. So everybody just stay tuned. And we're going to have on will be the Monroe High School, last year's state champion B, and with a couple of their coaches and some of their players. So everybody stay tuned. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. This is John Marola. We're back again at Rush Henrietta High School, and we got a hold of one of the guys that put this all together. I got to say thank you again, EJ, for letting us be here, and tell us a little bit of what today's in store.
Yeah, so again, this is the first ever Rochester High School Football Media Day. Obviously, this is an event that's never been done here. As a person that has played, in Section 5 and then left, and then being able to be blessed to cover high school football in a place like New Jersey and see events like this, it's just going to be a day where all of the top players are going to get the opportunity to be able to showcase themselves, promote themselves, connect with the business community, and then connect with all of the media, so we can stir up, buzz and hype and excitement going into the 2026 high school football season.
Any questions?
Well, yeah, right away. It's great that you've got plenty of sponsors here today.
Yes, sir.
You might want to tell us about who some of the sponsors are.
Yes, so
today.
we have, first and foremost, we have Chick-fil-A Henrietta. Chick-fil-A Henrietta has been with us since the beginning and the inception of Glory to Glory, and they're also a sponsor of Rush Henrietta, so it kind of was just natural synergy. They've really invested in this community. Mm-hmm. So Michael Taylor and his Chick-fil-A team have really, been a huge help, to kind of pushing what we want to get across done. Secondly, we have Advantage Federal Credit Union. Ms. Nihada Donahue and Ms. Diane Miller have jumped in with us this year. They really wanted to capture this type of age group, and we gave them some really marketable, really different ideas that you don't really see credit unions or banks doing. So they hopped in with us too, and for the most part, it's been a tremendous blessing to have them a part. Thirdly, we have Cortez Auto. They've been another company that's been with us since the beginning. John and Samantha Cortez are kind of moving to that new era of running, Cortez, taking it over from the father, and now that's a situation where they're the new young hip, car salesman and saleswoman. So now it's a situation where they see the value of working with the student athletes, working with the high schoolers, and just kind of capturing this age demographic as they do a lot of content on social media. So this is, again, just natural synergy. And then lastly, we have Primerica DePoyan team. There was a sponsor that hopped in with us, really late in the game. But again, they want to just kind of connect with the community more. They've done a lot of events in the community. The Rock the Block hiring event, they're at every single one, right? So when they saw what we're doing with that type of age demographic and these student athletes in these high schools, again, they wanted to be a part and show how they can show our support too. So all of our sponsors have been awesome, and it's a blessing to have them here at this high school football media day.
Well, thanks for putting this together for our
Yes,
kids. Anything that you can do that's positive and to promote our student athletes nowadays is tremendous.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Absolutely. Like I said, one of the blessings that I received was the ability to be able to cover high school football in New Jersey. And in New Jersey, like I said, they start the season off every year with the huge high school football tournament down in Ocean City, at the beach. They call it Battle at the Beach. And my whole thing was when I saw that, I immediately said to myself, well, why can't our kids, in Rochester have these same type of events?
Well, it's trying to get it Rochester and New York State in the
Right.
21st
Exactly.
century with the jerseys and Ohio's and it's anything and it takes people like you to get this thing motivated, get it going for our kids. So thank you.
Yes, sir. And like I said, I don't mind doing stuff like this because, like I said, I played in Section 5. I played for Coach Mortier and Coach Burns over at Wilson, who's all over at Spencerport now, Coach Cavuto, Coach Hugemar. Those are my first coaches, right? So, again, I just feel like it's been, my duties, especially along with my team, too, to try to provide these opportunities for the
Well, it's great that you're giving back to the community, the community, the football community especially.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of the exposure to this type of event, you're going to have a lot of returning all Greater Rochester football players here today, and representatives from some of the teams. So some of these young men that will be represented today.
Yes, sir. We have we narrowed it down to all of the players here who have in the Rochester area who have Division I scholarships. We have guys like Elijah Jones, who just committed to Rutgers. We have guys like Pootie Cunningham, Bryson Terry from Webster Schrader, Kalen Watkins from Webster Schrader. All of the U Prep kids, Gavin White, who committed to UB, Brian Walker, who committed to UB. We have pretty much every Division I player here. And again, it's just nice to, represent these guys with the influx of media coverage that is going on with basketball and how many basketball players out of this area is going into the NBA. It is our duty, right, and my duty as a football lifer, just like you guys, to bring that same type of attention to the football community and the Division I talent that we have here.
No, that's awesome. It's when Paul and I put this together 3 years ago, we were I've said this before, we were on our way down to Ohio to watch a game. And, we were just talking in the car, and we were like, Rod, you need some pop up here. It's just it's stalemate. Mm-hmm. So Paul and I, I'm driving, Paul's sitting next to me, and I say, hey, let's do a podcast. Easier said than done. This part, the football part, this is who we are. You know what I mean? And about the kids. We are 100% about the kids. And meeting you and Antoine, you guys have that same motivation inside. It's all about for the kids.
Absolutely.
So that's why that we've kind of partnered together, because we're the common goal.
Yes, sir.
The common goal is the kids.
And I just want to add on to that point too. This isn't the last event, that we have. We've been doing a lot of different things behind the scenes to add that pop that you speak of. And all of these things will be announced at this media day. Not everything, but some of those things will be announced today at this media day. And again, overall, I'm just hoping that, the Rochester football community can see, we don't have to have our kids leave here to get these top opportunities that the Texases and the Floridas and the Jerseys get. We can do these same opportunities here. We have willing sponsors. We have willing people such as yourself willing to cover it. So I hope that the football community, takes this away from this. And again, like you said, it's all about our kids and making sure they get a light shined on them, because, we have talent here. It's just about, making sure they get the opportunities to show it.
Yes. And the other last thing was, again, when Paul and I put this together, we were about the kids and all that. And Mike, I can throw Mike and you into this now. We put a lot of time.
Yes, sir.
endless amount of time throughout the years, and the blood, sweat, and tears that we love this game.
Yep.
And this is who we are, and we just love it. So it's just something that we just wrap our arms around, and like I said, getting together with you and Antoine has just been really great for us as far as getting the word out. And again, talking to Paul when we were talking, getting the word out. This is the best way so far. I think what we've done is try and get the word out.
We want the communication so people in Section 5 know when current events are going to happen and they have the opportunity to attend things.
Yes, sir. And that's definitely my next goal, is to get more participation from, I'll say, administration. Because a lot of feedback that I've gotten so far is, a lot of people in administration, not the coaches, they never even knew about this event, right? But to me, they should have known about this event. You know what I mean? But I know with what we've done prior in terms of, getting NIL opportunities for student athletes, they don't really want to partner with us like that. And I totally understand that. But I want to make sure I say this. We don't only do NIL. We throw events like we're throwing today. And we think that this is a nice opportunity, again, for Section 5, for Rochester as a whole, to kind of, like you said, get some pop here and have opportunities to give our kids these national stages to play and show their talents on.
That's awesome. Just want to say thank you, for everything, and let's have a hell of a day.
Yes, sir.
We're all excited.
Yes, sir.
So let's go do this.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Great. Hello, everybody. This is John Marola back again from Keeping It Real Section 5 Football. And our next team we have up is last year's state championship team from Monroe High School. But first, before I introduce the coach, I have to introduce my partner on my far right, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from East High, Coach Paul Burgandy. Coach.
Well, thank you, John, and welcome Jason Muhammad, who we remember as we coached together.
That's right.
We coached against each other.
That's right.
And he is the high school principal at Monroe High School.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, Jason.
Great to be here. Thank you.
And on my immediate right, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from Caledonia Muffler, Coach Mike Monticelli. Coach.
Hi, John. Thank you. Thanks for letting me come along here and all this coaching, now administration royalty here. It's still good though that you came up from the teaching ranks, the coaching ranks, the administration. You see kids in a lot of different levels, so you know what's going on.
Yes,
It's you've been in the trenches, and now you see it from the other side, the administration side, so you can understand more about what the trenches are about, and it's a quality that a lot of people don't have as administrators. So I'm very glad that you made that move in your career.
I appreciate that. Like you. When I went to school, I wasn't so excited about math class. I was excited about practice and the game that was going to come on. So if young people get excited about athletics and they want to come to school, that's a bonus. And those kinds of activities, they call them extracurricular, but we know that for some, that's the reason, that's their why. And so if we can make sure that we focus on the things that they're focused on while they come to school for those things, maybe we can get them into math class, and maybe we can get them to cross the stage and move on to other things.
Well, kids get the discipline from sports.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
And that carries over because the coach and coaching staff has maybe a little more innate ability to help these kids focus on really what's important in the afterlife. And coaching and the sports really gears them into that. So you're in a great, unique spot as coaching and football and administration for
yes,
that.
Sir.
Well, a lot of great things have happened at Monroe since you've been there.
There's some good
and you might
stuff.
want to talk a little bit about the facility upgrades, the lights, and some of the exciting things that are going to happen this season.
We are very excited. We'll be having our first night games at the Row. Our first night game will be September 11th, Friday, September 11th, under the lights against McQuaid. First night game. We believe that we have top 5 facilities in all of Section 5 Rochester, bar none. Our turf field is outstanding. We have a great weight room, just a great school building that's clean. It's well maintained by the staff, and the students respect what we have, and we're very excited to be able to put great things in the city on display. You know, we don't want our students to ever think that they have to go somewhere else to experience greatness, but they can make their own neighborhood, schools, communities decent and safe places, and we believe that Monroe represents that.
You know, we talked a little bit earlier before we had you on, and talk a little bit about the winning formula and how this group of kids have been together since probably junior high.
So, you know, a lot of folks, they might not realize this team has played together since they were like 12. And so we had a modified program. You know, several years ago, 2014, the Rochester City School District started a modified program. And there were 3 schools that had it. It was Monroe, it was East, and Wilson. And from that modified program, our varsity program grew. So we went modified, the next year JV, and we started varsity in 2016. So within 10 years, within less than a decade, we went from a startup varsity program to state champions. And one of the reasons is that modified group 6 years ago, they played together in 7th and 8th grade, modified, Mod B, which means it's just 7th and 8th grade. The next year, we made them Mod A so that they could stay together. So it became 7th, 8th, and 9th graders that played together. During that time, they never lost a game. When they went to JV then, the next year as 9th and 10th graders, they never lost a game. And they weren't just winning, they were dominating. And Coach Cunningham, one of my football sons, who was incidentally the captain of my team at Marshall, that sectional team, you know, we don't have a modified or a JV practice and a varsity practice. We have program practice, where obviously, you know, things are scaled or differentiated, as we say in classroom settings, right, to adjust to the age and the skill level. But we have a program practice, and the expectation is the same whether you're 12 or whether you're 17. And so the young guys learn early that we have expectations for greatness, and we don't make excuses, we make plays. And so they went from winning and being undefeated from the time they were in 7th grade to now playing varsity and winning a state championship. And one of the other things that helped is the fact that on JV, every JV player has the opportunity to play 10 plays of varsity, provided that there's enough rest in between the next game. Because of the success that we had in the second half, every one of our JV players that came up was able to get 10 plays of varsity experience, so that by the time they were starters, this is just what they did.
Jason, tell us a little bit about the upcoming schedule this year for Monroe. Again, you will be in Class B, right?
We'll be in Class B.
Defending state champs. I know that East is also going to be in Class B,
Yeah.
And then some of those independents that were some of the Finger Lakes teams,
Yeah.
Are they also going to be back in Class B?
They're all coming back to Class B. You know, Section 5 went back in football to league scheduling. So, unfortunately, we only have 6 games. We only have
Right
six
now,
games.
6 games. Who is on that schedule?
So we have, of course, East, as you said. We'll play Wilson. We'll play McQuaid. McQuaid's a AA school, but we're going to play them because they're in our league. We'll be playing Batavia. We'll be playing HFL. So, again, we have 2 bye weeks because, to be quite honest with you, a lot of teams don't want to play us, regardless of class. And you can say, well, you know, if you played the big schools, and we played the big schools. We played the big schools. Every summer, we scrimmage the big schools. And some of the big schools don't want to see Monroe either. And that's just the reality. But we work hard, and we're proud of our hard work.
Any changes on the coaching staff? Any new additions or subtractions?
I don't know if there's any additions and subtractions. The core is there. Of course, Coach Cunningham does a great job. And again, one of the things that you see at a Monroe practice is the high expectation is such that it's never good enough. You say, well, what do you mean by that? That doesn't sound right. No. If a young man makes a spectacular one-handed catch and falls to the ground, the response is, why didn't you keep your feet? Because we want them to know, yeah, you might be doing great here, but there's always somebody working harder. There's always somebody that might be a little hungrier. Now, this carries over, as you were saying, Coach, to your life, where we don't get complacent. We're thankful for opportunities, every little opportunity, and we're always looking to improve. And so our competition becomes with self to improve self. And then through self-improvement, it becomes the basis for the entire community's development.
Well, I tell you, if I was 16, I'm excited. I'm excited right now. I would play for you in a minute.
Let's go. Let's go.
No,
Let's go.
you obviously, your school and program have a formula that you're adhering to. Number one, and also you throw the word out there. There's expectations.
Yes, sir.
And it's expectations on the field, or the expectations you are a student athlete.
Yes, sir.
You're a student first, then an athlete. But, you know, they can go hand in hand and really develop a great person, and that well-rounded kid that obviously you have the recipe right now at Monroe, and you scared off people because of your recipe. You know, it's not like grandma's stew anymore. You know,
So
that's great
I'll
for
say
you.
this, Coach. You know, just because there's a lot of highlights today doesn't mean there weren't a lot of lowlights yesterday. And things ebb and flow, and you have to be able to take the good and the bad. It's because of all of those stormy days that we're able to appreciate the sunshine today. Again, we didn't just pop up on the scene. There were several years where we were everybody's homecoming. We were everybody's senior night, you know? And that's not the case today, but we paid our dues. And now we're just looking to cash in on that which has been deposited in the bank.
Good for you. You earned it.
Before we get out of here, I have to go back and say, you know, I don't know if you remember this or not, but I remember when you were at the U of R.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Tony Marola was
Absolutely.
and my father.
Yes, sir. I remember.
Your enthusiasm that you brought to practice back then, I see it now.
Appreciate
at
that.
Monroe. I see that enthusiasm. And like you said, to the kids that are in the city. I work in the city. I work
That's
in
right.
the school.
That's right.
And that enthusiasm that you're bringing back to the city. You're bringing a new light.
Much appreciated.
You know, and just keep it rolling.
Well,
Keep
the
it rolling.
kids see this.
Yes.
You know,
They
it's
feel it.
infectious.
Yes.
So again, you know, I appreciate that, and you know, we don't want to. We're role models, but you know, they understand that there is an expectation, and that they can do great things, and we expect greatness from them, and so now they expect it from themselves. So thank you all very much for the opportunity to talk about our program.
Thank you for being here.
no,
I
right.
really appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck.
We'll
Thank
see you down the
All right.
road.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. This is John Morello back again from Keeping It Real Section 5 Football. And up next, we just got done with Coach Mohammed, and now we're with a couple of the defending state champs from Monroe High School. But first, before I get to these two young men, I got to introduce my two partners. First, on my far right, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from East High School, Coach Paul Brigandi. Coach.
Well, thank you, John, and welcome defending state champions Monroe High School.
Yes, sir. And my other one in the middle is Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from Caledonia Mumford. I don't know if you guys even know this. 11 sectional 10, and 5 state championships that he coached. So
Guilty.
This man's been around the block a little bit.
Well, you've been there now. You know how tough it is.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a great ride, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not over.
Not at all.
So, okay, first now I want you guys to introduce yourself. First, Brian.
Brian Walker, class of 27. I'm committed to UB. Looking forward to another year with best quarterback in the state. You know, trying to get another ring.
Okay.
Woody Cunningham, class of 27, number 5. Offers I have right now currently, Akron, Delaware State, U Albany, Southern Mississippi, and
last one.
That's it for now.
Yeah, that's
Okay, good. Hey, it's not a bad start.
Well, there'll be more.
Yeah.
There will be more.
Yeah.
And I tell you what a great honor it is, Brian. I had the great honor to coach your
I
dad
heard a lot
when he
about
played.
it.
In fact, Dad, come on in, come on in here,
Yeah,
Dad. And your dad was, if you didn't know, he was a hell of a player.
Yeah.
We were in a sectional game with this school right here, Rush Henrietta.
Uh-huh.
It was an overtime game, and we scored in overtime. We made the extra point. They scored. They went for 2, and your dad had the sack to win the game. So it's a great honor to have you with us
Talks about
today.
you a lot, yeah.
So, well, great to have you.
So first off, talk a little bit about last year. Winning the state championship. An old saying, a saying that a father had. It was my father, as a coach. He used to say, Coach Bergani knows very well. To win it all, you got to have it all, and that's for sure. You guys definitely had it all. You know what I mean? You guys were very talented, but also along the way, maybe the ball bounced your way a little bit one night, and you need it all to win a state championship. Tell us a little bit about that run.
It was great. We knew that coming into the season that there was going to be a lot of conversations had, given that we came from a season in A and we ended up losing to Brighton, and there was just a lot of doubt and people that didn't think that we can ever do something like that.
You know what though? You saying that, you totally understand it. But you know what though? Brighton's not a bad team. And playing that caliber once a year is not bad either. Really tests you as far as preparing. And you guys know going into that game, you got to bring your game. You know what I mean? So
the other,
even though you didn't come out on top, that you still learn from.
yeah, how hungry are you? That's we've heard that. You played together and played together. Well, you've been there. You understand what the ride took for you to get there. The onus, the expectations, because of what's coming back. Now the onus is on you, your teammates, to say, okay, what do we want? What you did for a city school is a big, big deal. You're setting an example for all the other city schools.
You guys made history.
What can you do? This is what you can do. It's a heavy burden, but it's a good burden to be in that position. And my youngest went to UB. You're going and played at UB. You're going to a good school. Great facilities. Great situation.
A little bit, another old saying I've heard, and you guys should kind of remember this. Pressure is a privilege. And you guys are now going to be the 100. People, they're circling Monroe. Okay, that's our game. And every game that you go into this year, you got to know that they're coming after. They're going to bring whatever they're able.
Everybody's best day is going to be everybody's best day. They're going to want to have against you, and that's the one thing your teammates all have to realize.
And as the only city football team that's ever won a state championship, to be the only city team to repeat as a state champ is even a greater.
That's your stand.
Are we scaring you yet?
Not at all.
Good.
Yeah.
This is your stamp. This is your year. We're both teams, right? So this is it. There's no more first day of practice is Monday. That's your last first day of practice in high school football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So think about that and what you need to do to prepare yourselves, but more so your team, and more so than that, the people around you.
And
I coached at Aquinas. I was involved in 4 of the state championships. that they had over there. Taking care of the kids was no problem. Taking care of the outside noise, that was our biggest thing, and that's going to be your biggest thing. Taking care of that. You know, another old saying, a guy used to say, "You're never as good as you think you are, but you're never as bad as you think you are either." You know, you always got to keep it. If your team's up here, let's go. We got work to do.
Yeah.
If your team's down here, let's go, guys. We got to work hard today. You always got to be that guy in the middle. Those are true leaders. Okay? And those.
What do you think? What's one thing you think you need to improve on from last year as a team? One thing you think you need to improve on? Yeah, that's when you walk around. Oh, state chance, but what do you need to improve on?
After the play. So last year we kind of got away with a lot of stuff after the play because we could make up for it. The penalties, the taunting, all the little stuff that could have a bigger effect on us this year.
True.
Because we have less margin for error. You know, we might. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I know last year our first game was 84-0. So I don't know what it's going to look like out the gate this year. But say we're in a close game. Say that happens, we don't have that room for taunting and doing all the extra stuff after the play. We got to get back to the huddle.
Good insight. Good insight in that.
What is your thoughts as far as this coming year? What is your expectation this year?
We can't go higher than what we already did, but we do have to improve. I mean, there's always room for improvement. We just have to do a better job, come together as a team and as a culture.
Now the thing too is, like I said, you two are the true leaders, and your team will react as you guys react. So what I said to you earlier was, trying to keep it in the middle. When nobody likes practice, but you know what? You need practice to win. So when those days come, you got to be out there. Let's go. It's practice. We got to practice. Or if our heads are up in the clouds, hey, we got a lot of work to do.
And what's exciting, obviously, defending state champs, you have 72 hours and you start practice again officially. And you're playing under the lights this year.
Yeah.
You have a couple games under the lights,
exciting.
so that's got to be exciting.
It's very exciting, yeah.
So that's about it for now. We're planning on being out at a couple of your games this year. I know East, we're going to be at that one. But we're wishing you guys the best of luck. Stay healthy, stay hungry. That's the big thing. Stay hungry and just do what you guys have been doing. Okay? At the end now, what we're going to do is I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn to the camera. We're going to say keeping it real, Section 5 football. All right? Remember that? 1, 2, 3.
Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
We'll be right back, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Hey, congratulations and good luck. Congratulations and good luck now.
YouTube for tonight. Facebook, Instagram. You got some, Brian? Thank you. Hey, we'll do you guys now, then we'll do Coach after you. I'm standing. You guys sit. I remember. Oh my God. We can hit you on that. It was like early 80s.
I remember. Yeah.
You retired or you still with them? I'm retired.
All right, I'm just going to introduce you guys. The big thing is just we're going to talk a little bit about give us your name, your number, position, what year you're going into. Are any of you 12th graders? if you have any offers or anybody looking at you, say those. Okay, let people know that so and so's have offered me or taken looks or whatever. If you got any stuff like that, people need to know that. The camera's still running.
Don't cut it off.
So don't worry about making mistakes. All right. If we make mistakes, I laugh it off. We laugh, and then we keep on going. All right. And we'll talk a little bit about your name, number, and all that, and then a little bit about this year and your expectations of this year. You all going to be seniors this year, 12th graders? Junior. Oh, that's right.
I'll be a sophomore.
Sophomore? What are you?
Coach,
So
put
senior?
you put those helmets up here. Put the helmets up here, yeah.
Oh, now we got
Yeah,
helmets.
put them right up on here.
You know, I'd love to have an East High helmet.
Yeah, we got that. We got that in there, yeah. That's great. Great.
Coach Brigandi, this is your world,
This
isn't
is
it?
great.
Oh, yeah.
We got East High
Do
on.
this as soon as I get done.
Good.
Okay, I'm just going to do the introduction, and then we'll let you guys go. All right. Like I said, the camera's running, but I cut this all out. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. This is John Marola back again at Rush Henrietta High School at Media Day. And up next, as you can see, we have the East High Eagles from East High School with Coach and some of the players. And first, I have to introduce my two partners first. On my far right, former head coach from East High, Coach Paul Brigani. Coach.
Now, thank you, John. Welcome, East High. It's always a pleasure to have East High on the podcast.
Yes.
Coach Van and his team.
Yes, sir. And the man down in the middle, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from Caledonia Mumford, Coach Mike Monticelli. Coach, thanks for being here.
Well, thank you, John, and thanks for letting me run with the big dogs here.
All right, we'll let you guys take it over, so go ahead. You guys say your name and number.
Position.
My name is Jamie Anderson, class of 2027. I play D tackle and left tackle. My number is 52, and I have an offer from Wagner.
Desmond Jackson, class of 2028, number 11, and I currently have an offer from the University of Rhode Island.
My name is Darius Weathers, class of 2029, going to my sophomore year. I'm number 5, and I got an offer at University of Akron.
Anthony Lucas, wide receiver and nickel. I play. I'm class 2029, and go East.
Well, we saw you guys at the West Side camp, and 72 hours you start officially with the start of the 2026 season. I think Coach Van, you said you open up Wilson.
Yeah, we opened up Wilson week 1. Yep.
Wilson week 1. So best of luck. You got you're going to be in Class B this year, and got some new opponents. And maybe talk about the upcoming schedule. Who else is on the East High Eagles schedule?
Yeah, so we got Aquinas on the schedule. We have McQuaid, and we have Rush Henrietta. And actually, we have Virtus as one of our newer opponents as well. And then we do play a team outside of Section 5, which is Cardinal O'Hara and Buffalo. But the remaining teams are Monroe, Edison, and Wilson.
We asked some of the other teams, that have had success. You're defending sectional champs. You go into this upcoming season as a defending sectional champs. You're going to be in Class B, where you will face another defending state champ. And just want to talk about what things do you want to look to improve on from last season that will help you in where you want to be in the Carrier Dome by the end of the season. What things can you improve on?
So me? All right, I'll take it. We want to improve on the small things, the little things, attention to detail, just making sure we got everything down pat.
I would just say to go and practice, stay disciplined, and just go out there and execute.
Taking one play at a time, 1 week at a time, and just dominate how we're supposed to.
Coming in every week, trying to dominate and kill our opponent, and just be consistent and dominate.
And Coach Van, how are the numbers this year as far as what you're going to go into preseason camp with at the varsity JV levels? And we have
We do have 3 teams. Numbers are okay. They could be better, but our focus right now is just getting ready for August, what is it, 17th, right? That's on Monday, a couple of days. And whoever show up, we'll get the other guys to get there, and we'll get going.
You know, being defending champs, you're walking around in a enviable position in a sense. How does it feel to have bullseyes on your back? You know, people are shooting for you. You know,
I feel like if people are coming for us, that just proves that we should work harder and go and practice, stay disciplined, coachable, everything.
yeah, everybody's best game is going to be against you. That's what they're going to strive for. You know, and you guys have to understand that. You know, last year is last year, this year is this year. You know, that's the weight that you guys bear. You know, as a team. So good luck with that. You know, and work hard.
Thank you.
Well, we'll be following you this year. We expect big things, and we're in your corner. When we end this, we're going to face the mic at the camera, and in the count of three, we'll say, "Keeping it real, Section 5 football." 1, 2, 3.
Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck. All right. Have a great season. Have a great season. All right. Good luck, Coach. Have a great season. Yeah, that's gonna make you feel good. Hey, you know that it's alive and well. And all the things involved in the city program, you know, some continuity and all the other things. The city you're over.
Hello, Coach Young. Hello, how are you? Very good.
Remember last year when we
Yeah.
I'll just introduce you guys again. If you make any mistakes, you just laugh, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Here we go again. Okay, so don't worry about mistakes. It's just going to be a little bit about last year's season and this year. It'll take about 5 to 8 minutes long. Start off by your name, what year you're going into, your number, position, and if you have anybody, colleges looking at you, any offers or anything like that going on, let people know about that too. Okay? Everybody good? I'm going to introduce and then I'll give it to you. And like I said, it's already on. Everybody on? Paul, is he on?
Make sure. You're good.
Okay, here we go.
Got that up.
1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. This is John Morella again from Keeping It Real Section 5 Football. And as you can see, we have our 5th team up right now from UPrep. First of all, before we introduce them, I got to introduce my 2 partners. On my far right, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from East High School, Coach Paul Bergani.
Well, thank you, John. Welcome, Coach Young, and welcome, UPrep.
And my coach in the middle, a lot of you guys don't know, is former coach from Caledonia Mumford. Had, when he was coaching, had 10 sectional championships and 5 state championships. That coach did over at Cal Mum. Coach Mike Monticelli. Coach, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks, John. It's good to be around into the city world here and see. We have our life out in Livingston County, out in the county school, but it's good to have the experience with you tough guys here in the city, and so it's good to be here. Good to be around some great athletes. So thanks for the opportunity.
And head coach right here in the middle, Coach Isaiah Young. Coach, thanks for being here. Appreciate you again.
Appreciate you as always.
All right. Well, before we get into that, I want to introduce themselves and name, position, and all that, what we were talking about, and then we'll go from there.
Thomas.
Which way? This way?
My name is Sean Buchanan. I play offensive and defensive tackle in class of 2027. And I have 2 Division I offers from Albany and Central Connecticut State.
Yep, speak good luck. Get that right up near your mouth.
My name is Gavin White. I play wide receiver. I'm going to my senior year, and I'm committed to UB.
My name is Thomas Levins. I'm going to my senior year, and I have 1 offer from Akron.
We'll start right away. We've said this to the other teams that have been up here. You got 72 hours. You start your first official practice for the 2026 season. Coach Young, tell us a little bit. Who do you open up with, and tell us a little bit about your schedule this year.
So we open up with Bishop Hyman this year. We'll be out in Buffalo, playing them at ECC's new campus, part of the Dick Gallagher Kickoff Classic. Schedule, we always challenge ourselves. We're playing only 2 Section 5 teams and kind of traveling a little bit. So
Who's on the schedule?
So we'll be playing Liverpool. They're coming to us. We're also playing CBA Syracuse, playing Niagara Falls, Hutch Tech, some schools out of Section 6 and Section 3. So
CBA Syracuse is a defending state champ themselves.
Yeah.
So you're playing a state champion now. Yeah. That's a big challenge for your team.
Absolutely.
That's something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Now, what are you guys looking forward to this season? Tell us a little bit about your expectations.
My expectations is for everybody to put in the same amount of effort every single week from the start to the end, just playing for each other, doing everything we can to succeed, which is ultimately to win.
Are you all seniors, or are you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this is your last kick at the cat, so to speak. This is how do you want to go out, and how and your teammates, because you're going to bring them along too, whether they're fellow seniors or juniors or sophomores. You're the seniors. This is your team, so your expectations and your you being out there and showing them, this is what you're supposed to be doing, what we want to do as a team. So the onus is on you guys, really, as seniors, to be not just captains or whatever, but leaders for the whole team. So, your schedule is a tough schedule, but you don't get better by playing weak guys, little guys either. It'll just make you better. So,
I think
good luck with that.
And as Coach Monticelli mentioned, you guys are looked to as your team as leaders. What are you going to do individually as a leader to get that team to that level you want to be at?
Just holding everybody to the same level of standard that coaches hold us to, and just make sure everybody on the same level of communication.
Like Gavin said, just holding everybody accountable. Make sure everybody's putting in 100% effort every day, all through preseason up to the season. I think that'll help us be successful.
And I want to ask Coach Young, any new additions to the coaching staff this year, any of them?
This year, well, not new, but Coach Bain's back with us. Calvin Bain's back with us. He'll be co-DC with us this year. So he'd be the new one on varsity. Outside of that, kind of the same. Oh, we do have a new offensive line coach, Carter Franks from Avon. He's joining us, Alfred U alum, so kind of connection now with Alfred. So he'll be working offensive line with our normal coach G Coleman this year.
Did I hear the word accountable?
Yes.
That's a big word. Not only accountable on the athletic field, but in the classroom too, and be accountable as people, as persons. Because all that's all tied in together. And that's an exceptional word, especially out of a young man, and obviously all about to be accountable, and that's good.
Well, again, thank you. The best of luck. We like that you are taking all challenges. You're playing the best in the state, and you're going to find out right where you are. And you will get better each week, and we love that you're taking on. To be the best, you got to beat the best. You're doing it. And the count of three, we're going to face the camera. We'll say, keeping it real, Section 5 football. 1, 2, 3. Keeping it real, Section 5 football. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. This is John Marola back again with our sixth team of the day. We're up at Rush Henrietta High School. This is our first year media day, and just kind of, looking at some teams. And up next, we have Webster Schroeder. But first, before I get to them, the players and the coach, I got to introduce my two partners. On my far right, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach from East High School, Coach Paul Bergani. Coach.
Well, thank you, John. Welcome, Coach Stump, and the Webster Raider football team.
Thank you.
My man in the middle, former head coach at Caledonia Mumford. I know you guys don't know this. 10 sectional championships in his tenure and 5 state championships. So the man right next to you knows a little bit about something about football. And that's Coach Mike Monticelli from Calmum. Coach.
Thanks, John. I was for you guys, I was very fortunate to be maybe the guy in front of the newscaster, but it was guys like you that did it. I didn't sweat, I didn't do all the things that you guys do for whatever accolades, I might have got out of this thing. So it's all on you guys, and as leaders of the team to get where you want, I mean, that's what it all comes down to. So, good luck with this season. What are you looking forward to? I mean, I know football starts in 2 days, but football started at the end of last year, though, after your last game. This year started, So now it's here. It's facing you. What are you looking forward to now in 2 days?
I think I've just been itching to get back out there ever since last season. I'm looking forward to playing with my team again. Official practice starts, so that's great, and just learning more and just getting better every day. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this season. I mean, it's my last year of high school football. I never thought this day would come, but I'm excited to get out there with my brothers. I'm excited to get out there with my team, and I've grown so close with these guys since, especially after last year. Like this year, we're hungry and we're ready to get out there.
You said a couple things. It's official, and you're hungry, and that's keys to what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
The thing is, there's 2 of you, and there's how many? 30, 40. The rest of you. You've got to breed that. Make sure that stays in them too. So good luck with that.
And Coach, tell us a little bit about who you open up with, the schedule this year. You're in divisions, and tell us a little bit about the upcoming season.
We're in Monroe County Division 1 this year. So our opponents are the 4 AA schools in Monroe County. So it's going to be Rush Henrietta, Pittsford, Penfield, and Fairport. And then also in Division 1 are Hilton and Victor. And then we also play Greece Athena's our crossover game.
Okay.
So that's our schedule. We open up with Rush Henrietta week 1.
Here at Henrietta, or it's Raider?
That's a home game. It's going to be a home game for us. So, the schedule, it's going to be some tough sledding. You got some big physical football teams, some athletic football teams. It's a little bit of a grind. So, I was talking about it earlier. We're just trying to get better each day, and we're not even really worried about week 1 right now. We're just trying to worry about us and how we can improve the next 2 weeks. And then when we get to that 3rd week of preseason practice, we'll start focusing on our week 1 opponent and worrying about what we're doing for week 1.
Any new additions to the coaching staff at any of the levels?
Yeah, a couple actually. So we've added Jihadi Pryor. He's going to be helping out at the JV level. He's a Fairport grad. He went to Brockport State. So he's a new phys ed teacher in Webster. So we're really enthused to have him a part of our family. I'm actually working on one of Coach Monticelli's former players, Adam Capitelli. His 2 sons are a little bit older now, so it's going to be a little easier to hook him in. But I know he's super busy with his daughter's got a lot of stuff going on too. So how often we can get him around is questionable. But
I've seen them actually a couple of weeks ago. You better grab them.
yeah. So we're trying to get at him for sure. But yeah, so those are Jihadi's the really big, as well as Ian Inslee, who's our head flag football coach at
Right.
Schrader, state championship coaching head coach. He is joining our staff, our JV staff as well. He teaches in the building, which is going to be really big for our program. So we're super excited about that. And that's really it. And we're working on this. We got one we're working on right now. So I can't really let that go.
Okay,
out
all
there.
right. We'll let that one come. I wanted to ask how's the off season been going? What have you been doing, and to get you prepared for this 2026 season?
I just think we've been working very hard, just being very consistent. You know, the early morning workouts, we've been there as a team, and we've just been working out, getting stronger, getting faster, and just building that camaraderie.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, like getting up early in the morning, that's something that not everyone's willing to do. So I mean, we tend to do all of our stuff early, even stuff that we do as the players by ourselves. Like when we run hills every Saturday morning at Webster Park, just trying to go through pain together. And once we like really, and once you go through pain with someone, you can go through anything with someone. So I think that's going to be a huge point for us, is just really how tight knit of a group we got.
And again, after last year's season, what's the biggest, I guess, learning point that you want to improve upon going into this season? What are you looking at that you want to tinker with, make a little correction that will take you to that next level?
Oh yeah, definitely don't start off slow. Like last year, we came out hot week 1, but we slowed down. We went on a 3-game losing streak, but then we got back hot again. I think if we just don't slow down, we don't cool off, and we stay hot, I think we're going to be a pretty scary team to go up against.
Yeah, and I just think, as you said, we won our first game and lost our next 3. I just want to focus on staying even keel, not getting too high, not getting too low, and just keep focusing on the next game, next step in our process.
Well, I think you got to be excited. The start of the season, the expectations are high. And again, you play a very challenging schedule. And every week will be a battle. No doubt about that. So keep working hard. Best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
And what we'll do at the end is just on the count of 3, we're going to say, keeping it real, Section 5 football. We face the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
Hello, everybody. This is John Marola back again from Section 5 football. And this is our 7th interview. We're rolling right along today. Media day up here at Rush Henrietta. First of all, I have to introduce my 2 co-hosts. On my right, Section 5 former head coach at East High School, Section 5 Hall of Fame coach, Coach Paul Burgandy. Coach.
Thank you, John, and welcome, Rush Henrietta.
Yes, and the man in the middle, former Section 5 coach, Hall of Famer, and I let guys know this because I'm sure that this is a new face to a lot of people up here. Yeah, Coach Monticelli coached at Caledonia Mumford. When he was the head coach there, he had 10 sectional championships in his tenure at CalMum and 5 state championships. So this man knows a little bit about where the Carrier Dome is and how to get down there. Been there actually 7 or 8 times total?
8 times.
8 times, yeah. So with 5 W's. That's not a bad, hey, a lot of teams will take 1 for 1.
Thanks, John, but I got there on the backs of guys like you. It wasn't. I didn't carry the ball or make any tackles. But it was you guys that did that, and I was fortunate to have hard-working guys that wanted to succeed and do things that other people haven't done before. So that's where you guys come into play. Is what you did last year is a building block. Now, what do you want to do this year? Where do you want to succeed? What have you guys been doing?
Okay.
Since last season. To have a great season this year. What have you been doing? What changes? What are you looking to do?
Yeah, this past off season, I did a lot of off season work with CTC, and I also did track and field, indoor and outdoor. We also been in the weight room a lot lately, and a lot of conditioning and a lot of stairs on bleachers.
For me, I made sure I stayed in the gym, got more faster. Did indoor track this year. Didn't get a chance to do outdoor track, but I worked with CTC in the off season. Just working hard, training every week, and yeah.
For me, after the football season, I did indoor track and CTC. Like it's every Tuesday and Thursday. Helps you on your game, and then we do 7-on-7 tournaments. Then when that ended, we had like practices. We was in the weight room a lot, conditioning stuff like that on the football field.
Before we go any further, let's go back. Let's take a step back. I want the young men to introduce themselves. What we talked about earlier, name, number, and all that. And again, if you guys have anybody looking at you right now, mention that. Okay.
Yep. My name is Noah Collins Howard. I'm a senior. I play wide receiver, number 4, and I committed to Syracuse.
My name is Imani Takuma Wagstaff. Number 3, I play running back. My top 3 colleges I'm looking at right now is UAlbany, Stony Brook, and Stonehill.
My name is Terrell Moore Jr. I'm number 6, going in my sophomore year. And I have offers from Syracuse, Penn State, and Akron. And I play DB and receiver.
Well, great. You got a lot of great programs. Coach, tell us, and after you introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about the upcoming season. I know you guys opened with Schrader, right?
Yes. Chancellor Harris, special teams coordinator, and DB coach. We have Webster Schrader, week 1. It's going to be a tough task. They are a really good team. They're sound. They have a lot of big linemen up front and a really good quarterback, and they have also a good coaching staff over there. So it's always going to be a good test. And looking forward to the season. Or our motto this year is just to finish. We had high expectations last year. We fell a little short, but the guys in front of me are really hungry, and the rest of the team just to keep moving forward, just to keep just maintaining each and every day, keep the main thing, and that's just being disciplined, being sound, and being together as a unit.
Ask this to you, young man. Again, what did, after last season, what did you learn that you want to carry over to this season? What improvements you want to make in your program, what you can do individually and as a team? What did you learn from last year?
One thing I learned from last year is we can't start off the game slow. We have to start off with a lot of energy, and even if we are tired, like Coach Harris said, we have to finish strong, and always do your 111.
To say, like, to come off what he said, when we're tired, make sure we follow our assignment, our alignment, each play in crucial moments. I feel like that's going to play a big part this year, moving forward when it's trying to win championships, state championships, whatever.
As a team, I feel like we got to start off fast. Like we can't start off slow no more. Like from now on, everything fast. And even if people do get tired, we got like people to replace them, so we'll be good.
Yeah. And coach, any new additions to the coaching staff? Any changes at any of the levels?
Yep. So this past year we have a new defensive coordinator, Corey Shea, came over from Greece Arcadia. We have another cornerbacks coach, Raji, and then we have another DBs and linebackers coach. His name is Quan as well. So we have a lot of changes to the staff, and I think it's gonna be solid. We have a lot of different positions we can cover, and everybody's just are able to do their 111th, and then everybody's getting taught, and everybody's getting a lot of work. So that would be good for this year.
What kind of numbers do you have at the various levels? Varsity, JV, modified. Do you have,
Modified, we have a ton of numbers. It's fantastic. We love seeing the kids come out. They're enjoying it. JV is solid numbers. Varsity as well is solid numbers as well. So I'm just looking forward just to keep building the program, just to keep building staff and the players. And I think the sky's the limit. And Coach Johnson, the head coach, he's doing a really good job of just keeping everybody together from the top down, from the varsity all the way down to the modified. So just making sure everybody's on the same page, and then he's doing a really good job with that.
Anything else this year as far as your own individual goals for your team? Obviously, Coach selected you guys as leaders for this team. And what are you going to do as a leader for your team to get you to where you want to be?
I'm going to make sure everybody on the same page,
so we can win a state championship this year. And I want more than 5 people on first team AGR this year on our team.
That pretty much sums up my goals for my team. I want my team to just be more dominant this year. Finish. That's the main goal. That's the main goal that we got to achieve. Personally, I do want to get that 2,000 yard mark, and I want to get first team AGR and all state.
Same with I think we all got the same goals about winning championships, state and sectionals. Me personally, I want to get 1,000 receiving yards and AGR and all that other good accolades. But other than that, just make sure we finish the season strong and state championship.
Very good. Well, as the old saying is, the rubber meets the road here in 2 days, right? It's so good luck with that. Take what you're talking about right now to the rest of your team and, infuse it, get them excited about the season, just like you guys are.
And one thing I want to leave you guys, I've talked about the other teams that were here. You guys are the leader at your team right now. You are the leader. Your team will react how you react. There's going to be those days where it's practice, and practice is practice. But guess what? That's what wins you games. So my advice to you guys is, when your team's low, get them up. Let's go, you guys. We got to go. If they're up in the clouds, hey, we're invincible. We're this. Get them back down.
Yeah.
You guys got to be the ones that keep them in the middle, because everything revolves around you guys. Okay? The way that they react. That's my advice to you guys as a former coach. 39 years, 39 years of coaching. Okay? We've been there. We've won our state championships. And one thing that all those state championship teams have in common, everybody was on the same page. All right? If you got guys that are not on the page that they should be on, it's your job to make sure they're on it. Okay? Because senior, right?
Yeah.
Senior? Senior? Oh, that's right. You are going me. You two, this is it. This is your last first day of practice. This is your last, opening week. This is your last, you know what I mean? It's yours. It's your time. This is your time. So let it be your time.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, we all set? Coach? We good?
Good.
All right, at the end right now, what we'll do is we'll say 1, 2, 3, and we'll all point at the camera and say, "Keeping it real, Section 5 football." Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
No, Coach Monticelli at Calmum, his tenure there, he had 10 sectional championships. And I believe, I'm going to throw another one out there for people. At one point, they won 21 straight sectional games. I mean, that's a wow. That's a wow. And he has 5 state championships. So the man right here in the middle, Coach Monticelli from Calmum. Coach, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for letting me come out of the county and to the big city and share. But what Coach Merola said, it's just, I was involved in all that. I rode the backs of guys like you and you. I was fortunate to have players that wanted to do well, work hard, and also as a team. And that's why there's 2 of you and 40 others or whatever else is on your team. You're here for a reason. You're like there, and you've got to make sure everybody's on the same page you guys are on. And that's the onus on you. So, you'll know what it's like to have a bullseye on your back now, don't you? It's good to have it in a sense, but it's a heavy burden too,
Yep. Before we get going, first of all, I want you guys to introduce yourselves, starting with the coach and then the players, and then we'll just go from there.
Yep. Steve Marriott, Pittsford head coach.
Deshaun Preston, senior wide receiver at Pittsford Mendon.
Jesse Jablonski, junior receiver from Pittsford Mendon.
Let's get started right away. Practice on Monday. Who's week 1?
Brockport.
Open with Brockport? Yeah. And at Brockport, okay. Tell us a little bit about the schedule and the division you will be in and some of the opponents for the upcoming season.
Yeah, we play in Class AA, but we play, we got Rush, Penfield, Fairport, and then we play a couple of single A teams, but every team in Section 5, whether it's AA, whatever, super tough, super losable games. Don't take it for granted, 100%.
That AA last year was so competitive. Teams that came out of the blocks the first 3 weeks, and then there was teams that lost the first couple games, and then they finished strong. So you're right. Every week is a challenge in that AA. Yeah. So what have you guys been doing in the off season to get ready?
We've all been preparing. We have a bunch of team chemistry for sure. Growing up, playing football together our whole lives. Me and Jesse are on the same 7-on-7 team for the off season, and we've just been working on our craft all season, and we're ready to showcase it finally.
Very good. Very good. And how many are returning of that team last year? How many returning starters are back?
Well, I think offensively and defensively we have somewhere between 5 and 7 on each side of the ball. But the guys that are stepping into those roles, we try and rotate a lot of guys in throughout the season anyways. Maybe they had roles last year on special teams. So I would say the majority of the guys stepping into those roles have varsity experience from last year. They played in some capacity. And, guys like these two, guys like Brody that are coming back that are maybe more of the big names, there's a bunch of other guys that I feel super comfortable with stepping in.
And Coach Marriott, any new changes to your coaching staff? Any new additions at any of the levels?
Yeah, actually a couple of great additions. Keith Mullenich is back on staff. So he was our head coach for 17 years at Pittsford. He did a couple years over at University of Buffalo. And one of the things he said is he found high school football the most rewarding thing that he did. So he came back he's our JV head coach. He's been fantastic down there with those guys. His son came over from Buffalo as well, and is helping out on staff as well. So really two awesome additions, guys with tons of experience, and both Pittsford grads that know the community and know the kids.
Well, Brockport was here, and we interviewed them, and they're excited about their opener.
Right, I think it might be the first time in 25 years we've played Brockport. Like, I can't remember a time when we played them, so it's kind of cool to have that matchup.
Nice.
Yeah.
To renew some or start some new teams and
maybe it's a long drive.
Well, it's good. Good to do something different. That's good.
My last question for you guys is, I was at your game last year with McQuaid, and let me tell you, that game it's still in my mind. You guys played football that day, and you had to play because everything was on the line. And when it was time to step up, you guys definitely stepped up. I know the season didn't end how you wanted it to end, but you should be very, inside of you that you guys know that you're just that close from a sectional championship. And just your McQuaid game, you guys just how it went back and forth, and the last 40 seconds of the game it went down to. Yep. And what are you guys going to need to do this year as far as preparing your teammates?
I think it's just like we said before, kind of just everybody on the same page, keeping that gritty mentality, not taking anything for granted, not playing down a level of our competition, knowing our opponents, knowing our strengths and weaknesses, and making those weaknesses into strengths, and just continuing to build that team chemistry and continuing to be a team.
We just need everyone to do their 111th, and we need explosive plays this year. And we also have to limit other teams' explosive plays and just stay in it the whole game.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Now you get everybody else on your plan.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. We'll be watching. You got obviously You have your own individual team expectations, and I hope you reach them.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Now, one thing before we leave right now, at the end, what we're going to do is go 1, 2, 3. We're all going to point at the camera and say, keeping it real, Section 5 football. That middle
This
one,
one right
okay?
here.
We're going to say 1, 2, 3, and we're going to say, keeping it real, Section 5 football. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. Our season number 1 is over and done, so thank you.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. I'm falling fast, sitting here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.